Hello, Holistretch fam. This is Frances Eve. Today, you will get a sneak peek into a back massage, which is really a part of my bodywork practice. In this video, you will learn how to warm up your client's spine and also how to hold space for your client, which is really the most important thing in any bodywork routine. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so for many more videos on bodywork and assisted stretching in particular. The first thing that's very important after you've asked your client questions around any previous injuries or any allergies, the next thing to do is feel into the energy of your client. The energy will feel intuitive. You can tell if someone is feeling stressed or upset, or if they're feeling excited or nervous. Feeling into those emotions can help you give some insight into where their energy is in the moment and where you can go with them. The beauty of holding space is that you get to be completely and utterly present for another person. And actually what this does is it opens up your energy field to receive theirs and to pour into them. Really amazing thing about bodywork is it's not just the schooling, the education that you do. I've been learning, practicing bodywork for over 10 years, but it's the development of intuition and trust into my own body to be able to receive the energy and the information from another. To begin working on a client, it first requires palpation or just feeling into their body, feeling which areas are stiff. I like to use a lot of repatterning work, or if you see me take the hands and just kind of shake their body open, this really helps me determine what areas of the spine are tense and tight, what areas of the spine are looser, and helps me decide which areas I want to focus on first. When we begin to touch, this is a very sacred practice. Loving and intuitive touch is one of the most healing things that someone can receive. Babies don't survive unless they're touched, and we are only just grown-up versions of those babies, right? We need to be touched. We need to be loved. As a practitioner, touching with the full entirety of the hand, the palms, the fingers, even the wrists and the forearms, are using all the tools that we have to be able to apply various amounts of pressure. And through doing so, we always are in tune and in touch with our core, our dantian, our center. And from this center space, we can feel the groundedness of the earth and allow ourselves to become a channel for the information to flow through. Sliding the fingers up the ribs clears energy, clears stagnancy. It clears sadness, depression. It clears grief. And moving this energy up through the shoulders and releasing tension from the shoulders and down the arms can really help your client to release and let go. As we know, there is a direct correlation between the mind and body. And sometimes when it's hard to let go energetically, emotionally, we can receive body work as a way to open up our physical body so that we can release our emotions and release our energy. With my experience in Lomi Lomi, it's always about moving to each side, moving from front to back, from left to right, and using various movements instead of just working on one body part at a time. It's really sensing the body as a whole. When working with the chi lines or Chinese organ meridian lines, we notice that when there's tension in one area of the body, such as the right shoulder, it's often the truth that there's also tension in the lower left side of the body, that the energy lines run diagonal. And so very often when a client complains about tension in one area of his or her body, I notice an imbalance in the energy line on a different body part. So I may not actually begin working on that body part that they request, because sometimes it requires loosening and relaxing of the muscles around it and within that meridian in order to really go deep in the area they need. Finding ways to stretch and open up their body with the arms and the legs can help to ease tension in the spine and open up new areas. When using the olecranon in your practice, always keep control and always have power over it, using the balance of your dantian, your hips, your thighs, your feet on the ground. This is one of the reasons I always take my shoes off when giving body work, because it gives me a deeper connection to the earth. Most of us have tremendous amount of tension in the neck and the upper back, and we can use our knuckles to slide energy from the mid back to the upper back and then neutralize it, moving the energy up through the neck space and releasing it by massaging the occiput. One way to get into the neck is by starting with them in prone position. We can get into the back of the neck a bit easier, and this can help release it prior to practicing neck work in the supine position. Once we have their back massaged it feels soft, it feels released, it feels open, then we can move on to either the rest of the body or have them dress and begin our stretch session. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I'll see you in the next video. Feel free.